He was everyone's favorite good boy, the charming second lead who stole the show and our hearts. But in one night, Kim Seon Ho went from rising star to canceled actor. A scandal shook his career, wiped out endorsements, and nearly erased him from screens everywhere. So how did Kim Seon Ho survive cancel culture? Why did fans stick by him? And how did he quietly reclaim his place at the top without drama or denial? This is the story of a man who got canceled and chose grace over chaos. Before the storm, Kim Seon Ho didn't burst into the scene like most K-drama heartthrobs. He took the long route, years in theater, slowly learning how to command a stage before stepping in front of the camera. But when he did make the leap, it was unforgettable. His breakout role as Han Ji-pyong in Startup wasn't just second lead syndrome, it was second lead domination. Viewers fell for his sarcasm, his unspoken pain, and that impossibly tender gaze. And those dimples? Dangerous. But it wasn't just his acting that made him special. Seon Ho was different. He didn't play the typical bad boy or the over-polished chaebol. He played vulnerable, thoughtful, almost old-fashioned men. The kind you root for, the kind you wish would get the girl. Off-screen, he was just as endearing. On the variety show 2 Days and One Night, he earned the nickname Paper Doll for his hilariously awkward dance moves. The man could barely body roll, but the effort? 10 out of 10. And then he surprised everyone again by singing beautifully. Add in his boy-next-door warmth, gentle humor, and that soft-spoken sincerity, and it was clear, this wasn't just a K-drama actor. This was a walking green flag. By early 2021, Kim Seon Ho was a fan favorite, ad magnet, and one of the most beloved rising stars in South Korea. And then, everything changed. On October 2021, at the peak of his career, hit shows, sold-out fan meets, and every brand wanting a piece of him, Kim Seon Ho was suddenly named in an anonymous post that exploded across Korean forums. The accusation? That an unnamed actor had manipulated his ex-girlfriend into getting an abortion under false pretenses. It didn't take long before the dots connected, and Kim Seon Ho's name started trending, for all the wrong reasons. The backlash was immediate. Endorsement deals vanished overnight. Brands like Domino's and Canon pulled his ads. 2 Days and One Night edited him out of episodes. He went radio silent. And when he finally spoke, it wasn't to deny anything. He simply apologized. No scandal management, no press conference, no blame. Just one quiet, sincere statement taking responsibility. In the court of public opinion, that usually isn't enough. The damage was done. Or so it seemed. Many believed that Kim Seon Ho's career was over, that he'd become just another name buried by cancel culture. But while critics were writing him off, something unexpected happened. Fans hesitated. They questioned. They wondered why someone known for such gentle, respectful behavior would be at the center of something so calculated and cruel. And just when the public was beginning to doubt the narrative, Dispatch stepped in. Their report would change everything. A week after the scandal broke, Dispatch, the same outlet known for exposing celebrity secrets, published a bombshell report. But this time, it wasn't to destroy someone. It was to clear their name. The article detailed the full timeline of Kim Seon Ho's relationship with his ex-girlfriend, Choi Young-ah, including text messages, photos, and witness testimonies. And what it revealed painted a very different picture. Turns out, they weren't hiding their relationship. They dated publicly, went on trips, met each other's families, even adopted a dog together. Far from being cold or manipulative, Kim Seon Ho was shown to be thoughtful, emotional, and constantly trying to salvage a relationship that was already falling apart. When Choi revealed her pregnancy, Dispatch says Kim Seon Ho was shocked, but kind. He reportedly told her, "It's a blessing. Don't cry." He even cooked her seaweed soup by hand for 2 weeks after the abortion. And what about the accusation that he changed after the procedure? Dispatch revealed that Choi met his parents after the abortion and even stayed at their home. Private text messages revealed his heartbreak, confusion, betrayal, and fear. Not just over the relationship, but over how it might all look from the outside. perhaps most shocking, the report showed that Choi had secretly recorded and saved voice memos and screenshots of their private conversations, raising questions about her intentions. Multiple friends of Kim Seon Ho spoke out, saying the relationship was emotionally complicated and that the real reason for the breakup wasn't fame or cruelty, but repeated lies and trust issues. And suddenly, the internet went quiet. The outrage shifted into regret. People began wondering, did we rush to judgment? Did we cancel the wrong person? Kim Seon Ho never demanded sympathy. But after Dispatch's report, he got something much rarer: understanding. Most celebrities in the eye of a scandal either disappear completely or come out swinging. Kim Seon Ho did neither. After his apology, he quietly stepped away from the spotlight. No interviews, no defenses, no drama. While the internet debated his guilt, he just went still. And strangely, that's when the tide began to turn. When Dispatch released its report, some fans returned immediately. But what really shocked people was how many stuck with him through the silence. Support swelled, not just online, but in real life. Chinese fans lit up digital billboards in Gangnam. His Instagram, it didn't drop in followers. It grew from 7.3 million to over 7.9 million. Even brands that dropped him, like Canon and 11th Street, put his ads back up. And when 11th Street relaunched their campaign with Kim's face, they hit 200 billion won in sales in a single day. That's around 168 million US dollars. And here's what's wild. He didn't lose a single ad deal to lawsuits. Why? Because his contracts didn't include morality clauses about his private life. No crimes, no penalties. He even won 2 major popularity polls at the 2021 Asia Artist Awards after the scandal. He beat out idols and rising stars with millions of votes, proving that his connection with fans wasn't just intact, it had grown stronger. He didn't need a flashy press tour or PR spin. His fans did the work for him, reminding the world that he was more than one headline. He also stayed grounded. No sudden TV appearances, no self-congratulatory interviews, just quiet time, healing, reflecting, and letting the truth speak for itself. Cancel culture is ruthless. One wrong step can erase years of goodwill. But sometimes people remember the long game. And for Kim Seon Ho, survival wasn't about resistance. It was about patience. After months of silence, the world started seeing glimpses of Kim Seon Ho again. But he didn't rush back to variety shows or major networks. Instead, he chose art.
What the fuck are you? 친구.
Making his big screen debut with the melancholic noir Sad Tropics, and then slowly easing back into the public eye. His real comeback? The Netflix original When Life Gives You Tangerines. In it, he plays Park Chung-seop, a painter with a complicated past, a quiet heart, and a devotion that unfolds slowly but deeply. But more than just a role, it was a reintroduction to an older, wiser Kim Seon Ho. A man who knows grief, regret, and quiet love. A man who disappeared from the screen, only to return with even more depth. Viewers fell for him all over again. From the playful courtship scenes to the intimate family moments, Kim Seon Ho reminded us what he does best: make complicated emotions feel real. With this role, he didn't just restart his career, he reclaimed his space in kdrama royalty. And fans responded with full force. Now Kim Seon Ho is booked and busy. He's got new projects lined up, including Netflix's Can This Love Be Translated? And the TVing drama In the Net. But maybe his real comeback wasn't just a role, it was reclaiming his identity, not as a scandal headline, but as a full, flawed, fiercely human artist. His quiet sincerity, his humility in the face of backlash, and his decision to let truth, not noise, carry him through, that's rare. In a world where so many crash and burn trying to fight the internet, Kim Seon Ho did something revolutionary. He waited, he endured, and when the dust finally settled, the world remembered what made us love him in the first place. So, what makes Kim Seon Ho different? It's not just the dimples, though. Yes, they do help. It's not just the acting range either. Though he can break your heart with a single look, It's the way he chooses to exist in an industry that demands constant performance. He doesn't force charm. He doesn't chase the next viral moment. And even after surviving one of the most public character assassinations in recent K-drama history, he's still not playing the game like everyone else. He reflects. He heals. He works. Then quietly reminds us, through every new role, why we fell in love with him in the first place. He's not loud, he's not flashy, but he's consistent, kind, grateful, and real. That's what makes his comeback feel bigger than a PR win. It feels earned. In an industry that often favors surface over substance, Kim Seon Ho remains the kind of actor and person you root for. Not because he's perfect, but because even in his lowest moment, he chose to be honest, take responsibility, and rise without stepping on anyone else to get there. Kim Seon Ho didn't just reclaim his reputation, he reclaimed respect. And in doing so, he's captured more than just hearts. He's captured trust. So, what do you think? Did Kim Seon Ho deserve the backlash, or was he one of cancel culture's biggest mistakes? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you're still not sure how to feel, go watch our psychological analysis of When Life Gives You Tangerines. Then come back and tell us if he didn't just steal the scene, but maybe a little piece of your heart too.